Hello students, here are my adding and subtracting fractions problems. Here is my addition problem, 5/6 plus 3/8. So we need to find a common denominator for 6 and 8. Now normally I would multiply them together, which I did, but then I was able to reduce that number and I found a common denominator of 24. So I've got my first fraction here, 5/6, and then I'm going to change it into a denominator of 24. And then I've got my second fraction, 3/8, and I'm going to change it into a denominator of 24. Alright, so let's look at the first fraction, 5/6. If I focus on the denominators, what did I have to do to 6 to make it into a denominator of 24? Well, I had to multiply it by 4. So what I do to the denominator, I have to do to the numerator as well. So let's figure out the new numerator. 5 times 4 equals 20. So 5/6, my original fraction, is actually 20 over 24. Let's go to my second fraction, 3/8. Let's focus on the denominators. What did I have to do to 8 to make it into 24? Well, I had to multiply it by 3. So what I do to the denominator, I have to do to the numerator. My new numerator is going to be 3 times 3, which is 9. So my original second fraction, 3/8, is actually 9 over 24. So let's bring down my two new equivalent fractions, 20 over 24 and 9 over 24. So 20 over 24 plus 9 over 24 is 29 over 24. And because this is an improper fraction, if I divide it out, I actually get a mixed number of 1 and 5/24. 5/24 cannot be reduced any further. So that is my addition problem. So I'm going to scroll down to my subtraction problem. Alright, my subtraction problem is 10 over 11 subtract 1 over 5. I've brought down my first fraction, 10 over 11, and I've brought down my second fraction, 1 over 5. So my common denominator, in this case, I simply multiplied the two denominators, and I got 55. So I'm going to type in 55 as my common denominator. Alright, let's focus on the first fraction. Focus on the denominators. From 11 to 55, I had to multiply by 5. So what I do to the denominator, I will do to the numerator. 10 times 5 is 50. So my new fraction for 10 over 11 is actually 50 over 55. Alright, let's look at the second fraction. Let's concentrate on the denominators. To go from 5 to 55, I had to multiply by 11. So what I do to the denominator, I do to the numerator. 1 times 11 is 11. So my second fraction, 1/5, is actually 11 over 55. Let's bring down these two new equivalent fractions. So 50 over 55, subtract 11 over 55. I know my denominator is going to stay the same at 55, and 50 minus 11 is 39. In this case, this is in its lowest form because no factors can divide into both 39 and 55. Thanks for watching my video. Bye.